Exciting.
Enlightenment.
I describe it as the best car boot sale you've ever been to.
I think that theatre and politics will always have a relationship, a very close relationship, because like most things, politics has a relationship and is married in a lot of ways to loads of issues and loads of different performance concepts and areas, particularly theatre, because, you know, practically funding for youth theatres, we're at the grassroots where most theatre starts. I think politics plays a high part in there, and I think it's important that we maintain politics because, particularly with the Gaza monologues, the legacy that we will leave behind mainly is knowledge, you know, and to open people's eyes to it, and that's what we really want to achieve. So whereas some pieces of theatre can be detached away from politics, they have to be very specialised because politics plays a huge role in our society, in our culture.
I think when originally Giles Croft came to talk to me about the idea, and because he'd spent some time out in Jenin and spent some time with Giuliano out there and had experienced what was happening firsthand, when he first came to me with the idea, I didn't really think it would be a project for me because I work in a very physical way, and so for me monologues was quite different than my normal approach. However, when I looked on the Gaza Monologues website, I couldn't help but feeling moved by the whole story, especially when you saw photographs of the original young people from Gaza who got together and produced these monologues, and the fact that the project that happened last year, where it was performed in 50 different countries around the world on the same day, I felt this is something important that the Playhouse should be a part of. And so then I started to do more and more research. I mean, there's so many things that are currently happening out in Gaza. This is a very current story, and every day issues are changing. Barricades have even been brought down, or people are being shot as they're trying to escape from Gaza. Children are being kidnapped, and so for me, I like working with an idea and a concept that's very current. And the thing actually that moves me the most about this project is the fact that the young people out in Gaza, they have the same dreams as these young people that we're working with here. They want to act, they want to create theatre, but their life chances of being able to do anything with their ambitions are significantly different than the ambitions that our young people will be able to achieve.
Well, I think from my approach individually, it's very different because we're working with two different theatre companies in one. So that was a new experience, working with Sarah's practical and physical techniques, and then also working with the techniques that we've already adopted. And then I think from the whole actor's perspective, it's difficult because what is currently occurring in Gaza isn't in the news at the moment, you know, on the front page like we think it should be. It's not completely relevant news. Well, what people consider to be relevant because it's not in the tabloids. And I think once we did research and once we really found out what was happening over there, all of the cast and all of the directors and staff were completely moved. And I think our main challenge now as performers is to really try to do the monologues justice.
I think it's important that the message is passed forwards, and this is something that not only is touching young people that have worked on the piece, but that hopefully other young people will come and watch the piece and that message will get passed forwards. I think it's just about as many people hearing these stories and understanding these lies exist as possible, really, and the medium of performance always achieves passing on a message. And I think that all the interviews that Giles Croft has done, he does place the Gaza Monologues quite at the heart of the festival, actually, and it's a piece that he feels very strongly about and feels has a very strong place within the lineup of the festival as a whole.
It's wicked. I think it's very eclectic, very diverse, but I also think there's a bit of a void in terms of a young poetry scene. There's not that many young people within the literature scene, within the poetry, within the spoken word scene, and I think that's the hole that Mouthy has filled, and they've done it very loudly. They're a lot of fun. I just came back from Germany working with 60 other young people from 9 different countries across Europe, so I'm really familiar with European work, with international work, and I love it because I think it's just communicating with other people, and I love people. That's what I'm all about. I'm about getting to know them, I'm about arguing with them, about debating with them, about conversing with them, and that's everything that Neat 11's about, that's everything that poetry is about, it's everything that language is about, and that's everything that Mouthy's event will be about, to be honest, and I find that really interesting. I think, you know, it's sort of like the after party of Neat 11, I think. That's what we're going to be.